ask you this. Are you the leader you want to be? You know, we've been declaring you can all weekend. I hope you really believe that you can be the leader you aspire to. When I look at you, this room full of amazing leaders, I expect to see your heads nodding. Yes, I am confident. Yes, I am influential. Yes, I am the leader I want to be. If that's you, keep on doing what you're doing to believe in yourself and to lead with self-assurance. For others, maybe you're not sure of your leadership. Maybe you feel you've lost your edge, or you're overwhelmed or weary. Whether you're a confident leader or a reluctant leader right now, I want to remind you of why your leadership is so important. You know, in our business, we talk about how people's photos are locked away on digital cameras, computers, memory cards, right? And they don't even realize what they're missing. But we know that how meaningful it will be for them to get those photos back into their lives, don't we? We are passionate and we are confident that we can help them. But you know what? There's something even more important than photos on a memory card that needs to be unlocked. And as Creative Memories leaders, you have the ability to make that happen. Now, I'm going to make a bold statement here. I believe that every person in your downline, every single one of them, has greatness inside of them. Do you believe that? Just like your customers who have photos locked away on a memory card, your team members have a memory card packed with human potential inside of them. And just as you help your customers unlock their photos, as leaders, your job is to help your downline unlock their greatness. Now, you might be thinking, how am I supposed to unlock their greatness when I'm not feeling so great myself? I'm going to make another bold statement. Every one of you has greatness inside of you. You can applaud for that. You may have forgotten your greatness. You may not believe in your greatness, but you do have greatness inside of you. You know, at the corporate office, we talk a lot about how important our field leaders are. Not just because of what you do, but because of who you are. We read your emails and we listen to your voices. Sometimes you encourage us. Yes, you're guessing it. Sometimes you challenge us. But you know what? You always inspire us to do our jobs better. And we want you to know that we appreciate you. We know you want only the best for Creative Memories. So let's stop for a moment, and I'd like to ask for quiet for just about 20, 30 seconds, and I'd like you to remember or write down an example of where you excelled in your business, when you were at your best. First thing that comes to mind, a time when you made a difference. So go ahead and write that down. All right, let's take another 20 or 30 seconds, and I want you to turn to the person next to you and exchange stories. All right, let's come on back. Lots of stories in this room. Raise your hand if you just heard a great story. Who heard a great story? Lots of hands. You know what? You should be proud of your story because it's evidence of the greatness inside of you. We have lots of stories. I mean, did you hear about Senior Executive Director Terry Harris and her team? They raised over $16,000 for Make-A-Wish with one event. Isn't that awesome? And just a few minutes ago, you heard from Beth Leverton, who's building a thriving business in Michigan where unemployment is 17%. These are stories of digging deep and excelling. And what about our newest unit leaders who are here today? You know what? If you promoted between Showcase and now, could you please stand so we can applaud you? Woo-hoo! And you know what? Then there are those of you who are the quiet ones, right? Your story may never be featured on stage or in scraps, but you have excelled at your business, serving your customers and your teams. You could have chosen to just sit on the couch and watch Dancing with the Stars, right? But instead, you put your greatness into action. And you know what? The world is a better place, and you are a happier person when you're living out your potential, your greatness. But I do have to tell you, you're not normal. Most people are not living out their greatness. Instead, their potential is locked away on that memory card, right? So why is that? Well, I'm not really a psychologist, but after 17 years with Creative Memories, I think I should have an honorary psychology degree. Anybody else out there? So here's something I've learned about people. Most of us grow up, we go to school, we get a job where someone else tells us what to do. We might start out in kindergarten saying, I want to be an astronaut. But life happens, we do what we're supposed to do, and forget about what we're meant to do, what we're capable of doing, what's inside of us. We create our own glass ceiling. When a recruit signs up to be their own boss, it might sound good, but they've been programmed in that 9-to-5 world, haven't they? As leaders, your opportunity is to help them unlock their greatness. Like customers who don't realize the power of getting their photos back into their life, your team members don't realize the power of their own potential. Their memory card has been sealed closed by the busyness of life, by other responsibilities, or maybe even fear. And I'll tell you a secret, you may be the only one who ever bothers to take the time to challenge them and believe in them. So think of somebody who helped you realize your potential. You know what? I'll never forget 4th grade. Before that, I didn't really think too much of school. Just kind of plodded along, and then suddenly in 4th grade, our teacher challenged us. She said that for every A we got on our report card, we would get a giant Three Musketeers bar. You know, at the time, it was a really big deal. You laugh, but guess what I did? I got 2 A's and 2 giant candy bars. I was so excited. The thing I remember most is that I ran all the way home to tell my mom. For the first time, I experienced achieving a goal. I felt empowered. I felt capable. That teacher helped to unlock the greatness inside of me by showing me that there was more in there. And on a side note, we now have proof that girls respond to chocolate as early as 4th grade. It works. So, think of a person who influenced you. How did they help unlock your greatness? Did they write you a note? Did they push back when you made excuses? Did they set an example and inspire you to excel? And how do you influence your team and help them to see the greatness inside? How do you show that you believe in them? How do you challenge them to dig deep and utilize more of that potential? Imagine them setting and achieving a goal and then running all the way to Disney World. And what is their vision for their business? You know what? Disney is just a baby step, right? Remember that your role is not imparting your vision for them. It's about communicating your belief in them, about helping them to discover their own goals. It's about meeting them where they are, but yet challenging them to stretch. Kevin Eikenberry said this. He said, all of us are uniquely qualified to help at least one other person in our lives reach their potential. It's part of our purpose in life to serve others in this way and to encourage and support people we care about in becoming their best selves. I love that. I want to help other people become their best selves. And I bet you do too, because as a leader, that's just what you do. So let's summarize where we are so far. You know, this message has been on my heart for a while. So if you don't remember anything else, I want you to remember this. You have greatness inside of you. And as a leader, you have the opportunity to unlock the greatness in others. So let's talk about how you unlock greatness. You know, it's really just like you help your customers unlock their photos on the memory card, right? It's the same three-step process. Paint the vision, come alongside, and celebrate. When you help your customers unlock their photos, what do? First, you paint a picture of the possibilities by showing them a storybook or an album, and ask them questions that will help them figure out what their first project is about. Next, you come alongside them to help them get it done. You might direct them to online training or invite them to a workshop. And finally, you celebrate with them. You look through their storybook or album, you ask them how they feel about it and the reaction they got from their families. Paint the vision, come alongside, and celebrate. Now, you may not think about it, but you use that same three-step process when you help others unlock the greatness. You paint the picture of the possibilities for what they can do with their business by sharing examples and asking questions. You might ask, you know what, if there were no limits, what would your business look like and what benefits would you and your family enjoy? Maybe they've just been settling for what they got. They may need your help to believe that they can achieve more, just like my teacher challenged me. Next, you come alongside them to help them get it done. Help them set a short-term goal. And yes, it just might include chocolate. But actually, tying it to that newest incentive is a great way to get started. Imagine that downline consultant on your team who's never even tried for a trip before. Imagine if they earned Disney for their family. What a powerful way to experience that more is possible. You can support them one-on-one or form an adventure tracking group. But most importantly, think about how you make them feel in the process. Author Maya Angelou said it best when she said, I've learned that people will forget what you did, they will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. In my fourth grade experience, yes, I improved my math skills, but more importantly, I felt empowered. I felt like I could do anything. And it's pretty simple. It comes down to your communication, what you say and how you say it. The best communication both informs and makes them feel excited or confident or just feel better. Now, for those of you who aren't comfortable with this feeling thing, it doesn't come naturally to me either. For those of you who don't know me, I'm actually a recovering engineer. And I'll tell you what, we don't do feelings, we do formulas. So if an engineer can learn these things, anyone can. So let's listen to the difference. You know, with a potential recruit, you might say, you can have flexible hours and unlimited income. That's informing. But if instead you say, like Beth said it a few minutes ago, I can see you have a passion for photos, and I would love to have you on my team. In that case, you're making them feel excited and welcome. When you say to your downline, here are the unit leader requirements, in that case, you're informing them. But if instead you say, we need you on our leadership team, you're making them feel wanted. When you say, I noticed what you did, they feel recognized and validated. When you say, let's earn this trip together, they feel supported instead of alone. When you write them a personal note, make a personal phone call, or send them a personal email, They feel important, and they know that they matter to you. You get the idea. As you come alongside them, focus on how you make them feel. So we've talked about painting the vision and coming alongside them. Now the best part. Imagine yourself at Disney, and at breakfast you walk up to that consultant's family and you say, I want you to know how awesome your mom is. She worked so hard to earn this trip for you, and she is a really important part of our Creative Memories team. Imagine how that will make her feel. And as she experiences that success, she'll build momentum to earn that next incentive trip and grow her business. Disney is not the end goal. It's actually just that candy bar, right? It's just a tool to build that feeling of empowerment. So how do you unlock someone's greatness? You paint a vision, you come alongside, and you celebrate their success. And of course, when you help unlock their greatness, there are benefits for you and our community. Zig Ziglar said, you can get everything in life you want if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. Obviously, there's financial benefit to you when you help team members earn Disney, but that's just Disney. Imagine having a team full of consultants who are living out their greatness. You will be financially rewarded. That's how direct sales works. In addition, you can impact our Creative Memories community. We are blessed with a unique business where we encourage and cheer each other on. That doesn't happen much in real life. We want people from the outside looking in and saying, I want to be part of that. Have you ever noticed the winning team at a football game? High fives and pats on the back and Gatorade on the coach, right? It's a lot of fun to work as a team and live out our potential. Let's continue to build a community where we challenge one another to greatness and we don't allow each other to settle for less. Let's keep caring about each other and let's have fun along the way. Don't we all want to be part of a community like that? So here's what I want you to remember each morning. When you wake up to work your business, go ahead and write this down. This is important. I am a leader. I have greatness inside of me. I unlock the greatness in others. You know what? Say it with me. Let's do it. I am a leader. I have greatness inside of me. I unlock the greatness in others. As we wind down this conference and we stand before a bright new year, here's what I want you to remember. I hope you remember that you unlock the greatness in others just like you unlock photos from a memory card. You paint a vision, you come alongside to help, and you celebrate their success. And what an awesome privilege it is to impact someone else's life like that. I hope you remember that people will forget what you say and do, but they will never forget how you make them feel. I hope you remember that together we can build a community where we care about each other and challenge each other to be our best selves. I hope you know that you have so much greatness inside of you that you can unlock the greatness inside of others. And of course, always remember, then when all else fails, chocolate inspires. So let me rephrase my question from the beginning. Are you ready to be the leader you want to be? Your head should be nodding. From the home office, we want you to know that we need you, and we believe you can be the leader you want to be. It's inside of you already. And by being that leader you want to be, you can and you will make a difference. Thank you.